Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Slipways, where today we're going to be turning it up a notch. Almost every game of this that I've ever played has been on Reasonable, which makes some of the economic aspects of the game a little bit on the easy side. Like you might have noticed in the last episode, money was an issue once or twice very early on, and then after that we quickly got to a place where I just had so much income that I literally couldn't spend it, right? We effectively just had infinite space dollars. That is definitely an element of the difficulty level. On challenging, the financial stuff is a little tighter, and on tough it's even tighter than that. And I wanna play on a difficulty where we do have to consider costs a little bit more. So, this is what we're doing. I'm gonna leave quirks off for this video, but we'll probably mostly play with them after this because I do think they add a lot to the game. And if you want to play along at home, you can click the little pencil here and enter the sector code, and I believe it will give you exactly the same game that I'm about to play. And if you do that, please let me know how it goes in the comments. I would love to hear how different people's strategies work under these constraints. And also how much you outscored me by. So I clicked around a little bit to find a sector that would serve as a good example of how the races work here. We didn't really talk about how the factions are set up, but I wanted to show you that the perks and technologies that each faction presents are different from game to game. Like, the Dender are not offering the perk that makes it easier to get planets to prosperous here. The Fattori do not have the technology that improves the science output of labs. So every game, or in each sector, the factions pick from a larger group of perks and a larger group of technologies. And some technologies are faction-specific, and some of them are not, and they float between factions from game to game. Like, I believe I thought this was the mind control perk. Some of them you'll see in different factions, in different games. Anyway, so yeah. You cannot develop a static strategy that's just going to work all the time. You always have to be adaptive to what the factions are showing you in that sector, as well as, of course, the actual planet layout in the sector and stuff. So we're going to start by picking the two factions we didn't use last game. Okay, here's a good example. Replicating nanites. This was a technology we had access to last time, so it must have come in from one of the three factions we were playing then. But yeah, so the Aphorians are really cool looking. I think there's actually text if we just mouse over here. Yeah, they are an aquatic amoeba-like species using high-tech environment suits. So yeah, I think they're super neat. Their focus is on wealth, trade, and efficiency, which seems like a pretty good focus to have, given the mechanics of this video game. And then the Bakar here are essentially space dwarves. You know, they're very into mining and getting all the money. Quick to anger, but also honorable. So what are they bringing this game? Xenotourism lets us use people to generate money on Earth-like jungle and ocean planets. That's a little, like, those are high-value planet types, right? We already want to be doing lots of other things with those. We have geo-harvesting here, which totally rules. It lets you completely blow up a planet to make $30. It only costs a month, and it generates a lot of money for that amount of time. And sometimes it's just, like, very useful to be able to move something out of the way of where you wanted to build a slipway, right? Reduction in slipway building cost. The ability to turn water into energy seems very good. Sleep replacement. Improves trade income dramatically. Maybe the technology... Maybe the economy will make sense once we're in here. It's hard for me to imagine having 56 research and wanting a lot more money. By that point, you're probably sorted, right? I don't know. We'll see. Okay. This is the thing I've never actually done. There are a couple of technologies that let you upgrade planets to legendary. This might be a fun game to try that out. So establish 6 import routes to a prosperous planet to upgrade it to legendary and also get money. But I imagine, you know, a legendary world's probably worth a lot of stars. The ability to make energy from arid and desert planets, that's exciting. Mineralize iceball, desert, and lava planets into mineral worlds. That's cool. You know, again, very space dwarfy. Look at the number of Maddox we have here. So the ability to mine asteroids, the ability to mine mineral, lava, iceball, and desert planets with robots. So lava, iceball, and desert don't naturally have any use at all. That's definitely interesting. Collapse mineral, lava, desert, and iceball planets into an energy-producing star. Okay, you know what? Why don't we just really focus hard on energy this game? And then, of course, replicating nanites, which seems pretty powerful, especially if you can get it early. Like, maybe we'll push really hard on labs and just try to get here as fast as we can. And then for perks, just a big wad of cash at the beginning of the scenario, when cash is most valuable. Sounds like it's actually probably a pretty good idea. Planets receiving goods earn 35% more income. So, like, a planet receiving goods is almost always going to be at least successful, right? Because you're going to deliver the goods to a people planet, and that's going to flip it over into successful. So it's going to have a good base income for you to multiply. This might be okay. It will be possible to establish mines on 80% of otherwise useful worlds. Also seems very good. 20% of empty signals become asteroids. So I don't know if I like increasing the number of asteroids. Like, obviously asteroids are a way to make money, but they also just kind of get in the way a lot. I don't know. We'll see. And then we're going to have to take one of these three factions. So who has the exciting stuff? Hydroponic farms. The economy might be such that gene adjustment would be good. I actually don't know. Culture is very powerful. So culture is a good that can be accepted by any planet, and as such, it's a really easy way to generate those extra imports and exports to flip planet status up to successful or even prosperous. And then it does generate additional happiness sometimes. Habitats are structures you can build that make people. Remake something into an Earth-like world. And this is another way of generating legendaries. Adds a need for each basic resource. Oops, dropping stuff. Okay, so basic resources I think are water, biomass, food, mineral, and then I think one of the things that comes from a Forge world, maybe chips. So this seems difficult. I don't know that they have the things we want here. The ability to produce science from remnant and primordial planets. Remnant worlds are pretty high value already, but maybe I could see this happening. This lets you convert idle citizens to research, which is obviously, in addition to the research, this is lowering your unhappiness from unemployment. Lets you remove the need for goods on planets that require it. You know, that is actually interesting, because goods are a real pain to get a hold of. Maybe we take the Vittori. Unlocks using robots as people. Teleporters are just like really long-range slip relays, if you really think about it. And the Ascension Gate. Those who tire of this plane can just get the hell out of here, yielding happiness. And then they do have Scientific Fleet, you know? Ways of generating more research. Very powerful. Ooh, I like this too. Just get rid of empty signals. No false positives. And the Silphid have... hybrid hatcheries seem fine, I guess. The ability to build chips just about anywhere is definitely interesting. Especially given that we're probably going to be able to use chips to produce energy in some places. Robots and goods. I do like flexible fabrication quite a lot. A structure that can synthesize. Okay, so these are the basics. Yeah, it is what I said. And then, of course, manufactured luxury, which we know a little bit about. And they have 2 free slip relays as an available perk. That's very compelling. We might take them for that. It's like, do this thing. So this will give us some time to set up. This will help us get those initial prosperous planets. Yeah, let's try it like this. I think this will be an interesting one. Plus, I'm always looking for any excuse not to play Dender, because I do think that in sort of a broad sense, Dender seem the most powerful to me, and so I think we're probably going to see them a lot over the course of the series. Alright, now we know there's a lot of good technology on the line. We want to do a lot of research, so let's try to get some labs up early, but of course that's going to require having a functional economy. This Forebear Ruin is really awkwardly placed. Because now we can't use this planet to generate food for the Earth-like. Alright, let's see if there's a food generator up here, maybe. That's a pretty crappy one. We could use this planet to generate the food instead. This primordial world, we could do two-way trade, biomass for people. And we do, like, people to here for minerals, minerals to robots, robots to food. I mean, that seems like a real plan. The unfortunate thing there is that we can't use the people from Prometheus 4 to get to the Forebear Ruins. So, I do want to say thank you to everybody who pointed out to me that if you mouse over a world and hold Alt, it shows you all of the places that that world can reach with your current level of slipway technology and stuff. So what we could do here is send people out to get... Can those two worlds communicate? Sort of. So we could send people here from Pharaoh to Nuth for the biomass, send the biomass to Prometheus, but the robots are going to be tricky, right? Because we can get robots from here to there, but that means we can't use this world to generate minerals here. We could do minerals there, I suppose? Yeah, alright, and that does let us get the Forebear Ruin. It's a little awkward, but it is a chain of worlds that actually support each other. It should be, at the very least, good early trade value. So, kind of a complicated loop. You're going to produce the food. Okay, interesting. So, this early on, we're going to be discovering new planets and running trade routes all over the place, so these two should be very, very easy to achieve. This one's not going to be too bad either, but let's do this. So, then we do people to here, minerals to there, robots to there, and every world's reasonably happy. That's already got us to 5 of 6 for this. And let's just have a look at this Forebear Ruin. Okay, we can turn that into an energy generator. That's exciting. It's not a thing we're going to be able to do soon. Or honestly, we could just scavenge the money. I mean, we probably want to do the energy generator thing. How expensive was it? Okay, so we got to get Sylphids unlocked and then we have to pay 30. But it'll generate the goods we need for this world, so that's something. Alright, let's do some exploration. We also have to figure out... Right, don't forget. Also have to figure out lab. Want an early lab very badly. Alright, let's scout some signals here. I'm wondering if we could do a biomass lab, maybe? Might be a lot of trouble to set up, but we're going to need some science coming in relatively quickly if we want to be able to reach everything that we want, especially without Vittori backup. Okay. So we have a planet here that should be pretty good at producing people. Yeah, we could do a biomass lab out here. That should work. We need a source of food for that Earth-like. If I just set this up, we're probably going to need some more money before we put the lab up, but I hate to go very far without having any science income. Alright, let's continue exploring, I suppose, because we do want to get our tasks done. Let's grab these signals. Okay, interesting. Alright, so there's that. Now we need to send... Okay. Everything that we have available right now, we have already sent some of. Let's explore down here real quick. Okay. So... we could use this to produce water. Send that to the mine. And then we can do a two-way trade from the mine to the ocean planet. we're going to have to find food somewhere over here. But it will be enough to get this finished. Okay, we do want to get our Silthid thing going, and that doesn't seem all that hard. Both of these actually seem relatively difficult. Two-way trade 5 times is pretty serious. Like, we're going to be able to do it once here. When else can you even do two-way trade? There's at least one kind of planet that requires biomass for settling people. So you could do two-way trade between that and a primordial. This seems crappy. Let's not. Let's not take that one. Alright, there's a successful world. So we need a way to generate food, and then we gotta somewhere we gotta build like a whole lot of chips. I was kind of hoping this was gonna be a remnant or a forge world. It would make my life a lot easier. What? Can you reach that remnant up there? You can. What does that technology allow us to? Arid and desert. So right now, this remnant world, I guess that's legal. That's a legal target. Yeah, that's a little rough. Okay, let's keep looking for food sources over here for the moment. That kind of works. At least in theory it could work. Here, let's do this so that we can also do this. There we go. More successful worlds, more trade income. Now I need robots. And also microchips. Robots and microchips all the livelong day. So we're probably going to... When we convert this, it's probably going to be 1 energy here as chip and 1 energy here as goods. Right? I think that makes sense. How many more exports do you need? You only need to send out 1 more thing. Okay. Maybe we could do a robot lab? Right, if this was producing robots, people plus bots from those 2 planets, that's not awful. Let's see if we can get a source of minerals out here. We can indeed. Or we could just use this to produce robots. What if we just made more robots? Okay. Let's try to figure this out. So, it's June. It takes 2 months to put up the laboratory, plus at least 2 months to actually get it producing anything. Then it would be another 3 months to settle this planet in robot mode. So we're only going to be able to get a little bit of science going right now. And that being the case, maybe I want to wait until, like, do the thing at the beginning of next year so that we can get all the science out, but we don't have to pay the upkeep costs on all of the things. Now, of course, making all these robot worlds does not help with the production of chips, which is the thing we are desperate for. And also the production of minerals, which is a thing we are desperate for. Those are both actual, real concerns. The chips especially, because the chips are preventing me from getting my energy. The economy is just, like, really not stable. Plus 42 per turn feels so bad. If we could get to geo-harvesting, I'm going to feel a lot better. You know what? I think let's just start setting up the lab. Let's just get the science. I think we're gonna need it. Alright, that was a pretty good asteroid. Okay, do I think that it's actually a good idea to connect robots from here as well? Yes, I do. Alright, 5 science per turn is per year is a start. And so, of course, we are given no easy source of minerals out here. Oh, that sucks. Okay, let's figure this out. So another thing that incentivizes the creation of microchips. I mean, we're going to need to connect to this, right? I think I just turn this into a chip planet and we figure out where the people come from afterward. Because first of all, we need the income from the trade, but secondly, we need vision over here so that I don't have to spend a month searching a single signal. Okay, that's a pretty good source of people. And then there's a couple of different ways we could work the food. Get ourselves a little two-way trade at the same time. You need 2 imports or exports and 2 nearby planets to get powered up. Okay. Can't use robots for anything on a primordial world. One assumes dinosaurs eat them. I figured that's how that must be going. We'd use this to produce water, and then send water here, and that'll get us another chip. I don't hate that. Alright, new technology is available. Get me solar superconductors. Actually, do we hold off and just get geoharvesting? Because I don't actually really have the ability to make use of this very much yet. But if we can harvest planets, then I can make all kinds of money. I can destroy garbage worlds, and yeah, maybe I actually want to hold off and just get harvest first. I think that is the case. So, still looking for another good reason to build a chip world. I mean, it's just good to have them, right? And as such, maybe we set up a position over here where we can just make a chip lab. Just build a bunch of chips around here. You need water. That's a little awkward. And I kind of want this to be a place where I send a chip to create energy, I guess. So, if I made like this world and this world both produce chips, this world as a place that produces an energy, this world as a place that produces people, we could put a lab down right here and have all 3 of these planets feed it, get another one of these situations going. Obviously, I also have situations that need to be dealt with elsewhere, but you know, if you're gonna set up big labs, you set them up early. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do that thing. We may as well connect here. Ooh. Okay, hold on. I need to know what these signals are. None of them are planets that can produce minerals. So, there's something to be said for this, and then it just feeds into the chip lab, and also it gets us the minerals to make chip world. Right? Like, I actually kind of love it. Alright. We're going to set up the chip lab during 3409. Because as it is, it would already take too long to build it for us to be able to benefit from it right now. So what's a move or two we can make right now that is more positive? Does this connection work? It does. Okay, that'll get us a little extra income. And then do this for some money. And harvest. Okay. So this is expensive, but we're going to do it. Then we set up lab here. Pretty sure. Oh, shoot. Sorry. I don't want to do that yet. Because if we do it now, it automatically sends the chip back to here. We don't want that to happen. Set the lab here. Put in a person. Put in this thing. Draw this thing. Then, when we press this button, it will let me choose, because there are 2 legal targets. This is going to be such a good lab when it's actually finished. Now we're going to burn this world. Delicious. Chips! Hooray! Definitely want our solar superconductors. And now the only concern is, if I turn this into chip world as well, it's not the easiest thing in the world to benefit from, because we need to send minerals. We have a mineral world here, but we can't get population to it. But what if? What if solar farm, chip world? Aha! 9 sites. We turn this into a mineral world. We provide people. There we go. And we do it that way so that it gives us some progress on this task. Okay, now we have science. Now we have some actual science income. Planets and structures receiving energy get more thing. I do love more thing. There is a potential for this to backfire in some situations where it produces people that are only creating unhappiness, but I think in general this should be quite good. Although in some situations it's just going to produce, like, nothing, right? Like, that doesn't benefit us at all. Okay. Harvest. So we're certainly doing this. That gives us a prosperous. And then you still need imports. Obviously you don't. I think I do connect this and feed it the energy. So I don't know where else I would want to put it. Yeah. Alright. So now this thing just needs to connect itself to one world that will really benefit from its robots, and it will be happy. Or to be sent mineral. Now we need to get water here, but that wrapped up the exports and imports. We just need one of the worlds this is connected to become happy. Yeah, if we could figure out a way to get water over there. If we had a water-producing planet here, we could use a slip relay to route. Pretty ugly. So how are we going to produce the food we need? Can you reach... You can reach that remnant world. Okay. Well, then I guess that's the plan. Let's fix some of the unhappiness situations we have here. Also, How dare you tell me I'm out of money when I have the ability to crunch planets? Okay, let's definitely do this. Okay, we have a couple of other resource shortages that we should probably fix as soon as we can here. Even though it's not exactly what I want to be doing with my time. We desperately need to make a mineral world anyway for this. So, like, where can I... There's nowhere that I can do that. We can make a mineral world down here for no value. This world needs more import routes. These are not super likely to be worlds. Yeah. Well, this is awkward. Yeah, there is no way to build mineral worlds in a place where they can actually be useful at all. That's pretty tough. That's pretty tough. Well, okay. Transferring some water in here will get us some more minerals. I guess I'm going to do that. Let's do this and that and this. Oh, hold on. Sorry. We had to make this connection first, because otherwise the water gets sent the wrong way. Is this going to work if I hold Alt? Okay. If I hold Alt while placing this, it does do the thing. That is wonderful news. Can't afford? Who are you to tell me I can't afford a thing? I'll destroy your planet. There we go. Just beautiful. Problem solved. Alright, we just need to move up. So I'm gonna buy something cheap, I think. Cost of Slipways down is not nothing. You know what? Extreme miniaturization is probably actually a really good idea. We know we want to get sort of deeper into the tree here. So what else do we want to be doing? We need to create minerals, and then we need to send those minerals somewhere. And it could be to one of our extreme miniaturization plants. Okay, so that's a plan, right? That's a thing we could do. If we could find a way to use an arid or a desert world to serve some of these worlds that are missing things. And we're going to have to use our last slipway to solve one of these, but we're not even in a position really to do that. Okay. That's a source of robots. So let's do food to here. Let's just build the robots and then figure it out. Alternatively, we could do a nanotech factory. We can make this an energy thing. And then we could solve the problem that way. Also, we need to figure out a way of getting goods over here. No, we should just make this robots. And then find a source of mineral. Boy. Alright, that counts. So, minerals, robots, the other slipway, robots. Nope, sorry, that's... What am I doing? This is a planet that produces robots, not a planet that needs robots. Hold on, let me rewind a little bit here. We're still going to want 2 robots for this planet eventually anyway, so I don't think that's bad. But I need... Right, the whole thing I was doing here was trying to get minerals, which are impossible to have. So this produces the minerals for the robots. That part's right. And then we use the slipway. Are we going to be able to route this the way I need to? Looks like the answer is just barely. So that'll work once we get people here, which we can do fairly easily from this Earth-like. And also, we want people in this general area anyway, because, you know, Forebeargate. I guess let's take tasks. So, this is pretty easy. This is the kind of thing that just gets done automatically while you're not paying attention. One mineral producing planet to prosperous. I think we have a couple that are pretty close. Maybe we just have one that's pretty close. And while it's quote-unquote pretty close, but it's not actually in a position to make any progress forward from here. Yeah, so we already have one mineral-producing planet that is prosperous. That task might not be that easy. Then again, this is a nightmare. How many chips can you actually use? Does this planet produce more? No, okay, you're at your cap already. We do have good reason to build another chip-producing world down here. Alright, I'm going for it. I think we're pretty far off from this still. And we have 25 science. So, this is always great. Maybe that's what we do. Goods worlds into robot worlds into goods worlds. It's almost always really valuable. Oh, okay, this improves the microforge further. That's cool. This lets us turn water into energy. We do not have a lot of spare water. I feel like, actually, we need way more water. But we do have at least one place where it would be really good. Let's research this. We're going to want this. So we need one more tech after this point to get into the really good stuff, particularly replicating nanites, which I want to try to get as early as possible here. And I mean, it's not a terrible idea to set up another lab, right? So I'm looking for... Okay, that's biomass. Ah, but we can't reach it with the people. Of course, of course. Really wish these two planets were a little closer together. Also, this is very awkward. Separating the food from the thing here. It's not the best thing that's ever happened to me. Okay, here's what we do instead. We're going to have to just chip this and use this to produce food. That's the only way this works. So, how do we do that? Can I use my microforge to solve that problem? I think I can. Now we have all these people. Turns people into money. Get a free build of habitat. You know what? This gives me a way to spend people. And also some more income, which is not, that's not useless. I could go for that. So we have to invent one more tech to advance. Part of me wants it to just be something really cheap so we can move up fast, but we're gonna want proper slipstream relays, right? So maybe that would be maybe waiting is the smart move. Yeah, probably. Am I allowed to use energy, more than one energy on a planet? No, okay. Well then I think I'm just going to send this energy down here then. Right? Also, you do not have... Oh no, you totally do have that reach. It's just not showing it because it doesn't currently produce anything that world wants. But, like, yeah. Successful worlds. Also, 7th trade route. Wasn't really paying attention. Just kind of happened. Yo, look at that. The energy makes it produce... When you are producing multiple kinds of goods, you produce so much stuff with energy. That's awesome. I was about to say we should set up a robot lab in here, but apparently I already had that idea earlier. Okay, so our income's gotten solid. It's gotten pretty good. We've been close for a little while, close to disaster, I think. But I think we sort of leveled out here. So I need more chips. What is this? Show me arid. Damn. Okay. So we're gonna do a microforge, right? We're also gonna do a microforge just as a way of spending. That'll work, right? Like that's a new source of chips. It's pretty cool. And then, I mean, right? Because now this world it has enough exports. It finishes our task. Like, why would I not do that? Wait. Undo. Oh, that's right. We don't even have the Vittori. I was going to say, we should look at our tasks before we increase anything in case we get a task to increase something. I do not want to take this. But 6 more pairs of planets with two-way trade between them is just like, that's not even doable. Right? That's not... I'm obviously... I'm overstating. But, like, it's not good. We don't want to have to do that. Because, there are so few places where you can get two-way trade. I guess anytime you send energy back to a planet that's producing chips, that's a thing we can do. Discover new planets is easy. Both of these are hard. I guess give it to me. Plus 13. This is definitely the best lab I've ever had. Now what? Oh, I should spend some research is what? Let's do this. Okay, so 56. So in 2 years, we're going to have 49. If I set up one more lab this year that is generating at least 4 points of science, we can make this happen in 2 years. Can I do that? 4 points of science? I have Robot Lab and Chip Lab, so Green Stuff Lab. Green Stuff Lab's pretty doable. Does this planet produce green stuff? It does. And just fast enough, it turns out. Okay. So we'll get our self-replicating nanites then. And then we'll start figuring out the rest of this stuff. Okay. So where are we at now? What are we doing? We're producing a ton of chips and we need to scout a bunch. The scouting is a little tricky. We've scouted most of the stuff around us already. That was lucky. So I need more places to produce chips. Or just places to produce minerals. Also good. Let's see. If I make this... well, okay. Well, okay, that seems very good. Feels like a thing we ought to do. But I kind of want to hold off on settles, right? Until we are actually because we're about to have the ability to do them for free and nearly instantly. Yeah, every settle we wait until 3419 to do is 2 months, 2 extra months of game time. So are there internal moves that we need to make? Things that would be valuable to do? Robots to there doesn't really help. What do you need to become prosperous? Okay, if we buy this and then connect you. Oh, interesting. I thought we would still be able to send goods, but nothing's traveling along that. So I guess we completely removed... Oh. Huh. I think we may have just discovered a bug. Undoing that action only took one of the points of goods away. Okay, well that's interesting. Is that producible elsewhere? Well, that one only made 1 point of goods, because it's only an issue on planets that have received energy, where that second point of goods is being produced. That's interesting. We'll look for another opportunity to do that. And then I will do my level best. No promises, but I will do my level best to remember to report that to the developer. You know, my memory. Okay, so we can produce goods here for this world. Or, I guess we could produce goods here for that world. That seems okay. So then that allows me to produce water here if I want to. We do need water, but we don't need it in a place where we can easily get... Like, we can't get it from Aleph to Heinlein anyway. Gosh, we need more robots for this world. Alright. In theory, saving time is good, but also we're gonna have to do some of this stuff now. Wait, hold on a second. What did I... Just totally clicking on the wrong options here. Alright. Buy your replicating nanites. Now let's start sorting all this stuff out. So, is there a way for me to get a point of energy to this world to get it to produce additional goods for that world? I guess I could also just solve this problem by producing robots, right? Can I reach? No. The water from Aleph will not get over to Ferrix. We do need sources of water. I guess if I do that, it is going to immediately produce another... Yeah, okay. The thawing facility can generate its own robots. And then we just have all this water over here that I don't know what to do with. We have all the water in the universe, but never in the places where it is necessary. So... we need to keep exploring, we need to keep producing chips. And we need to find uses for these chips. So, I guess this can be how we solve that problem. Or this can be how we get water over to here. And actually, we could send people from Axiom to produce robots to help produce energy. And then we can do the robot to goods project and get our goods that way. So I think that's probably pretty smart. That's probably a good idea. Let's do this. Can I go around the asteroid? No, I'm going to have to waste a turn blowing up this asteroid. Let's do that. Send the goods back here. And then, I'm going to send this here as water. do that thing. What if energy? So this is also water, right? Just to the other side? You need one more import or export, and we'd prefer, yeah, it should be an export. So yeah, okay. Look at all that. Oh, I could have managed this in such a way that we got to test the goods thing again. Shoot. Alright. It's 3420. What else are we doing technology-wise? I mean, obviously stream splitting is very good. Infraspace mastery is very good. Plasma containment? Solid. We do have places where we have water. I was just complaining about how much extra water I have. Manufactured luxury is available again, of course. And then there's this, and then there's post-scarcity. We have some worlds where we have a lot of things. And you know, if we have the ability to convert water into energy, we can produce a lot of resources. Right now, you are taking in 3 things. So even if we did do water to plasma and water to plasma and feed both of those in, it still is only 5 import routes. 6 import routes is very difficult. Ah, but we have extra chips up here. We can just feed you more chips. Okay, we're doing it. We're going for it. We can make this happen. I'm excited. So we're going to need plasma containment first, though. And also just that seems good in a general sense. I don't know if this is the best way to score, but I do know we're going to do a thing I have not done before. Alright, let's do some more searching, because we do still need to finish our tasks. Tasks are points. It's a shame we can't quite get that. What's your deal? Okay, that's interesting. Well, I mean, I established this chip world, and then I send it energy, right? We must chip. It is very important to me that we chip. Over here, we would love access to another chip world. Okay, that's interesting. So if we do this, food is the nearest food's pretty far away, but no, this is workable. So people here, to get chips we need minerals. Okay, let's do a little bit more exploration. All right, there's my goal. Excellent. So there's a couple of different ways we can manage this, obviously. Not having much luck with them, though. We could use we have the ability to build slip relays. We could just send energy over here to solve it. And I think we're going to have to. Alright. Yeah, the alt thing is super useful. It's wonderful. Wonderful stuff. Okay. Well, alright, fine, but this is what I was actually trying to do. Get one more ocean planet to prosperous. I would love to do that. That sounds great. Does that seem like a thing I can do? Oh, yeah, it totally does. And then increase the total production of chips. I need other tasks, please. Please, my civilization is so chipped. I mean, fine. Fine. Let no one say I do not work for the Silthids. So, to get this ocean planet to prosperous, 2 of the planets around it must prosper. If we send out... Okay, got it. We make a fusion plant for this ocean world, we just send the water out and then we send the energy back home. Right? That'll upgrade this to successful, cause it to produce 2 additional water, then we use one of those water to fusion energy. Yeah, that's a real plan. It's a stupid plan, but it's a real plan. And I don't have anything. I don't have any reason why that makes it okay. Okay, so what was I doing? I was doing this. An interesting question arises. So you're not going to produce more robots. We're probably doing more fusion over here, actually. I think so. Alright, we do this. Kabam. And then... Oh, right, I have to actually click the Give Me Fusion button. Unfortunately, building structures is not an ideal way to take advantage of the bonuses that we have. Okay, let's go do the silly thing. So you need 2 of your connected worlds to get better. We have a plan for this one, and then this one just needs chips, and, like, you know, that's the thing I take very seriously. We will get you chips. That's going to happen. If I feed you energy, you'll produce another person, which can be used to get minerals out of here, which, yep, okay. I got plans. We got plans. Let's do fusion. I love fusion. So, water to here. Energy goes to there. Would you believe Mike could use some chips over here? Okay. Then, fusion. Hooah. I don't want to do this because this will prevent us from building the other project. I think each planet can only have 1 project. So that fixed that. And then we just have to get this world turned on, which we can totally do. Or this world to feed water to there. Either one of those things will make this prosperous. Okay. So that's solved. We can make this one prosperous too. Plus, I love energy. So we have a bunch of technology again. Do we want stream splitting? Probably not. We have to be a little cautious with science. I'm going to make sure we have enough to do the thing. Water. So now you totally have 6 incomes. 1, 2, 3... Oh, you know what? I was reading these backwards. Hold on a second. I just realized something. Undo. I was looking at this like, this is saying it's going to the right, so it's headed right along the thing. But no, it's... Outputs are good arrow name. Incomes are name arrow good. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're already at 6. We don't need to connect this planet to here. We just did that to make that planet successful. Which rules. I love a success story. So you are probably never going to be prosperous. We must make prosperous. This must occur. So, how are we gonna do that? What was my plan? We don't actually have a way of generating energy over here easily. I could just do this here, just make water, and then we don't really have an easy way of connecting. I mean, like, we have food, so if we can just get chips from somewhere, this is not bad. This'll work. Stupid asteroid. Okay, good stuff. Ephorian's tech discounted. Was that an Ephorian's tech? Could I have saved a little bit? I don't know. This is an Ephorian's tech, so we did save a little bit here. And then we don't want worlds out here having scarcity. So we don't have an easy way of getting population to this world. But I could... Here, let's make sure it's actually necessary for us to do weird stuff. Okay, it's really not. We can just use minerals here. Bam. Alright, and then... Microforge it. Okay. Are we going to be able to manufacture luxury as well? We totally are. This is actually... Yeah, this is actually going to work. Post-scarcity. I want to see it. I want to see it happen. Oh, wait. Sorry, this is not the one... This is not the one that you build as a project. Okay. This is just if you establish 6 import routes to a prosperous planet. Well, wait. Why didn't this flip then? Is it because we established the route beforehand? It says establish star 6. Yeah, maybe... maybe I didn't realize... Maybe that's how that works. You have to establish them afterward. Here, let's establish an import route to this world. Let's just test something here. Nope, that didn't change at all. I wonder if we've discovered another bug. I wonder if this doesn't work. Okay, well hold on then. Give me my technology back. Give me my science back. Yeah, because I would have expected, even if it was the case that you had to establish the routes afterward, which seems like it couldn't possibly be the intended behavior, that you would have... The number on this would have decremented when we sent it energy, right? Maybe it doesn't play well with energy. Maybe there's some kind of issue. I don't know. Okay, well, let's not take that one then. We are 1 science short of infraspace mastery. So we could take... Let's see, we're going to get science 2 more times, right? We are going to be able to afford infraspace mastery and also manufactured luxury. So I guess the smart thing to do is just to wait. Right now, get infraspace mastery first, then get this in the last year and route a bunch of stuff around. But yeah, that's a bummer. That's disappointing. Okay, sorry. You should definitely do this. Sorry, let me create the route first. Then you should definitely do this. Okay, that's cool. So you just need to be connected to one more successful planet, and we have a plan for that particular thing. Does it matter where we put this? Hold on. Not hugely, I guess. So we could send... Alright, we'll just put the fusion plant... Do we have a world up there? No, we don't even have a world we could reach. Yeah, doesn't matter where we put it, I think. Send this back home. That makes that prosperous. Then... Oh, I actually ran out of money. I was not paying attention. Yeah, we've been doing a lot of expensive things that don't move time forward. Well, you know, I do have a solution for that. This asteroid is almost as valuable as a planet, but we could also just blow up some planets. Feels like we should just blow up some planets, probably. Okay. I need to get some robots out of this world or out of another world nearby. So if we created a situation where we could get energy over to here, that would do it. Alright. Connect these. Blow up a planet. That planet might have been useful, actually. Can I undo? Let's blow up this planet. That planet's definitely bad. Man, money? Why's money gotta be like this? And then we gotta spend some time here just generating chips after this, because we gotta make sure we get there. Okay. So that makes that okay, and it makes this have enough inputs and outputs. We just need more of the worlds around it to get happy. And then... Do we have an easy source of people over here? Yes. Can we get people from this? No, we cannot get them to the mineral world. I'm just thinking if we could get minerals off this world, then we could do a microforge to produce chips over here. We got a lot of chips we gotta produce, and we gotta produce them like now. Now-ish would be good. You are close enough. Alright. Chip world. Alright, using energy to produce chips makes them come out very, very fast. Thanks to the energy bonus thing. So we should definitely do some more of that somewhere. If we can. I could have built this in a place where I'd be able to reach that, probably. That would have been smart. Okay, well, do we have reach to another such world? Okay, if we could get energy to this world, it would be cool. If I sent people here to make water, then we could use the water for fusion. Send an energy here, it's going to produce a bunch more. Yeah, that seems okay. So use water for fusion. Alright, I need to produce 2 more. So that's a single microforge would do the job. May as well send this back here. Oh, right, it needs to output water again. You need an import and an export. We don't have a good place for those chips to go into, is the downside over here. But I'm thinking like fusion plant in this area to feed this to make it successful has an effect on a lot of the surrounding planets. I know we're kind of running low on time here. But like you need more successful neighbors, you need more successful neighbors. You two can be friends, actually. That solves that problem. You know what? Let me explore these signals here. Okay, I was hoping this would be a world that produces chips. I'm gonna harvest you. Wait, do I want to do that? I was gonna just throw this on there real fast, but I don't know if that actually even can matter. I don't know if I care enough to connect to a forebear ruin at this point. So this is fine. We're good. We're done on that. We have a dozen different ways of doing that. Which one is the most effective? I mean, if we have anywhere that we can produce minerals, or if we have anywhere that we can send minerals to Microforge near a world type that can be made to produce energy, that's the smart move, right? You are already producing as many minerals as you can. Maybe down here, maybe. There we go. There's all 4. You know, I was about to click on this, but I realized, do we have... Okay, yes, we have a couple of Forge Worlds that will actually get benefit from the thing. And they're touching planets that have people. Okay, so yes, this is good. Right, because you can feed that, and also that. And also they both needed 1 input, apparently, so that's lovely. You could be connected. Nope, that's... There we go. You need 1 more connection to become prosperous? Okay. No, you're already producing as much as you can. We really, we really need a way to flip some of this stuff over. We have a lot of potential here. I wish I had just like a random arid planet. If I could just move an arid planet over here, or if we could produce one, you know, that would be helpful. Well, you need an import or an export. So I guess actually a fusion plant feeding energy there totally works. You need an import and an export. Okay, hold on a second. If we do a fusion plant here, send the water in, do this, and then send one of the energies here, that's going to produce another chip. Can you... No, you are at maximum level now. Is the text of that tech... Okay, it's not one unit of the product per energy received. It's one total unit. So, am I allowed to send a second energy here if it's from a different source? Oh, that's output, actually. Yeah, that'll work just fine. And then we could send this here and put the energy down there, and that flips 2 more worlds. Pretty solid. Pretty okay. And then... were I to send another water to this world somehow, or an energy, it would just... First of all, it would flip to successful, which is cool, and secondly, it would give us our last chip. Is there a way I can do that? Maybe. Okay. If we... Infraspace... Damn it. Right. Money. Money's a problem. Can I do this with a slip relay? Yeah. Nope, it's really hard to... So I wanna send this robot from here to there to produce an energy to send back to here. Doing that completes our task, makes this world successful, but I guess it doesn't necessarily do much more than that. This world will be successful. Oh, and we do desperately need more things connected to this to... Maybe that is worth it. Because it doesn't feel like I want to settle a whole new world for this. I guess... Whatever, this is fine. This'll do. We'll just send the water through like that. I'll blow up a planet somewhere. Hey, you. Alright. Love to blow up a planet. Hey, big surprise. We're not doing any of these. Well... Are we going to get 2 more Forge Worlds to Prosperous? Is that a thing that can happen in... No, in a month? No, it's not. So... Are there any other... places where we can connect... I built that poorly. What do you need? You just need to be feeding one more prosperous planet. Is that a thing we can fix? So you would have to drop an output, or you would have to get an input. No, sadly, it probably is not. What's like the one connection that I'm gonna make that's gonna suddenly flip a planet over? If you had biomass, that would do it. If you had any... No, it would have to be biomass. It has to change states. You having water wouldn't do it. Let's see, you definitely don't have enough high-level friends. You don't have enough high-level friends. You need any import or output? These 2 planets do not connect right. Oh, also I'm broke. That's gonna complicate it. Yeah, so we're probably not doing anything then. You would need 2 imports or outputs. You only need 1. Oh! That's totally a thing. Okay, so I feel pretty good about that score. So that was challenging. The economics are definitely different. So where do we end up? It's like 21,000? Yeah, that's not too bad. If the legendary thing had functioned the way I thought it was going to, our score would definitely have been different. Does it say in the mouse over? No, okay, it doesn't say what a legendary world is worth. I mean, you could make a guess that it's probably 640 stars if the progression continues. But yeah, definitely lower scores because we're having to spend more time blowing up worlds and stuff. Yeah, and we really didn't need the infraspace relay very badly. We could absolutely have just traded out the tech we spent on this for the tech on the legendary thing. Oh well. Alright, that's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, tomorrow, I ordinarily don't do episodes on weekends, but since this started so late in the week, we'll do stuff on Saturday and Sunday. When you come back tomorrow, we're going to play another challenging sector, but this time we're going to do it with the quirks turned on, because I really do think the quirks add a lot to the game. And we'll see you then.